everybody, and welcome to the Psychic Hour. This is Katie Weaver, and I'm here with my sister, co host, and partner in all things psychic, Christy Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Are we both
You figure out why I'm
readjusting?
so much taller than you are.
How's it
Yeah, I was
going?
trying not to be. It's going. How are you?
I am fine. We still are having this cool, rainy weather, and it is
Yeah, it's so
marvelous.
nice.
Yeah,
It is. I know.
I,
I'm loving it.
me too. I'm not loving muddy hooves in the house.
Yeah, I bet.
I've swept the kitchen so many times today that I've just about given up. But, it is what it is. But mostly, yeah, no, it's so good. So good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely is. Yes. I don't know how to dress because it's cold and then it gets hot and muggy and then it's. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm struggling with that a little bit, but I always struggle with temperature, especially now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is fall for me. It's always you start out the day and like feeling like it's sweater weather, and then by about 2 you're actually cooking.
Like,
That's the
no,
sound.
actually, it is not sweater weather. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but it's okay. We just always have to have something to bitch about the weather. That's just part of being in
Apparently,
Idaho, and
that's
I'm
just how
quite
it is,
sure.
I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
So earlier this year, Mars had planted a bunch of sunflowers on either side of the front door. And they are opening up now, and a lot of them are probably 6 feet tall. They're well over my head, and they're
Oh,
huge.
wow.
I am in awe. Every day I have to go out
How
there and
fun.
witness who is opened up now because they're
Yeah,
just rocking my world. They're so pretty.
that is
I
really
have
cool.
planted sunflowers out in that area a few times and never had anything come up, any luck. And she
And
planted these
Mars got to
mammoths this
you.
year, and they're just hopping out of the ground. Yeah,
Wow.
makes me
Rhonda
so
keeps saying we need
happy.
to do that along our fence. I think that's so cool.
Yeah,
We need to try
yeah.
it.
She's back at school, and on their drive back yesterday, she said they passed a few sunflower farms. She said it was
Oh,
phenomenal.
I'll
Yeah.
bet. How pretty.
Really fun.
That's really cool. That would be. I don't think I've
Y-
ever seen a sunflower farm, but to see so many of them all at once, that'd be awesome.
Right. She and another teammate rode together, and these girls rode for 14 hours. And with 8 minutes left in the drive, they got pulled over. Can
I've
you
wondered.
believe
I
that?
saw the picture about getting pulled over, but I haven't heard anything
Uh-huh.
else about it.
They just got a warning. They were only going 6 miles over the speed limit,
Oh,
but
jeez.
it was midnight. I think a lot of times, and out of state plates, and at
Mhm.
least they're just wondering
Yeah.
what you're up to. But I happened to be
Sure.
on the phone with them and stayed on the phone with them. It was weird because we were having a conversation about appropriate interactions with the police, and apparently one of their teammates had been pulled over in their town recently, and it was because she forgot to turn her headlights on. Like, it wasn't a big
Mhm.
deal, it was just
Yeah.
you know. And the officer asked her to get out of her car and come sit in his. She sat in the
What?
passenger seat while he ran her information and stuff.
Hell no.
Yeah, and I was like, "That is a no. That is super inappropriate."
Ooh, that's
And
creepy.
of course, she's young, and she's like, it didn't occur to me that I could say no." I said, "Okay, so we need to talk a little bit about, what's okay and what's appropriate." And she was like, "Yeah." She's like, "In hindsight, it was weird, but now it was weird." But he's like, "It's what he told me to do, so it's what I did." So we were having this
That
conversation
is
about
so weird.
how to handle that, but also there's been all these reports in the Midwest of women getting pulled over by a man that's not actually a cop. And
Oh God.
so we were
Right.
talking about what to do if you think that's happening, and what to do if an officer asks you to do something you're not comfortable doing. And so we're having this whole conversation, and sure enough, they got pulled over at that moment. Can you
That's
believe
so
that?
weird. I would call 911 immediately and say, "There's an officer here trying to make me get in his car while he writes me a ticket. I
Mhm,
don't think that's right. I don't feel safe. Can you help me verify this is a cop?
mhm.
Because
You
you
could do
have every
that.
right to do that."
You could do that. You could also just say, "This that's making me really uncomfortable, unless I'm not getting out of the car right now. If you want me to get out of
Mhm.
the car, I want you to get a supervisor to come so that,
Right.
more than one officer here," and, just there's yeah, you could certainly call
And
dispatch.
sit in the front seat. I mean, the only reason to get in his car is if you're under arrest.
Right. And what kind of cops get people in their front seat? Anyway, weird.
Yeah,
But it was
that's concerning.
weirdest that then they got pulled over at that very moment. I will say the
Yeah,
cop was super, super nice and very professional, and there was not a thing wrong with their interaction with him. But anyway,
good,
how wild is
good,
that?
good. That
Yeah,
is wild. I don't like that at all.
yeah, me too. Me too.
Mm.
So anyway, just weird coincidences and shit going down.
Yeah,
But
that is so weird that you would be talking about it when it happens because it's not like it happens all that often.
right, we were all like, "Oh my god, are we going to practice right now?" what what the deal is? Yeah, no, it was okay. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn said I got signaled to pull over in a rural area a long time ago, and I drove another 5 miles to finally be addressed in a Safeway parking lot. Yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely. You can also, if
Yeah.
you're getting pulled over, you can call dispatch and say, I believe I'm being pulled over. I just need to verify that this is truly an officer behind me and tell them
Hmm.
where you are, and they can tell you if that's truly a police
Right.
officer. If it isn't, then they will also assist you in, getting to a safe place. But
Well, and
yeah,
they
you
can
can
also
do
let the
that.
officer know, I want to pull over in a parking lot where I feel
Mhm.
safer.
Yep.
Just follow me. I
Mhm.
will comply. I'm not running or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yep, that
It's scary
calling
though,
dispatch
because
is
you
a
just
great
don't
way
know.
to communicate with the officer. Yep.
Hmm. It's hard though,
Yep,
because you don't know. Some officers will have a real bad reaction to anything other than complying with everything they say.
truly. And others will go, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, if whatever we need to do to keep you safe and me safe, that's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah. I know this isn't our true crime show, but it's good info for everybody.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all
Well,
like my kitty on
yeah.
my. That's Mimi. So you can see her face. There she is.
Oh,
I
she
got
just
this
has
new
the
chair
tongue.
for my office, and she loves it. She would prefer to just be in here all the time. She's murder on my chairs, and is generally the reason I need a new one because she scratches them. So I keep this door shut most of the time. So she and Sandy, my other kitty, is in here too, and they only get in here when I'm with them,
Yeah.
so that I can shut down the scratching of the chairs immediately.
I mean, they love it. So
They do. They do. It is true.
well, per normal on this show, we always ask the most important question. What did you have for dinner?
Cottage cheese and orange sherbet with vanilla ice cream.
Okay.
I'm on Ozempic, and sometimes you just have days where like, ugh.
Mm,
So when I feel like that, I have cottage cheese because I'm getting lots of protein that way.
there
And
you
then
go.
Rhonda bought this ice cream that we're having a little bit of every night. So
Well,
it's
okay.
very good.
Works for me.
Yeah, isn't
Why
she a
not?
pretty girl? She is such a pretty girl. This little Mimi. Huh.
She is. Well, we have not had
Well,
dinner yet. We're waiting till after this show to make a decision about what to do. We're back to,
mm.
being feral again. So,
Oh, yes.
you know, when we're empty nesters, we typically eat one meal a day and eat it late in the day and do whatever we want. So, we'll find out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cranky had stir fry and veggies from the garden and ice cream, page out of your book.
Nice.
Lynn had a PB&J. She broke up with the nutritionist this week and bought the bread and didn't have to explain why.
Good job, Lynn.
Way
Good
to go,
job.
Lynn. I keep wanting to buy I never buy bread either, but I bought a jar of huckleberry uh, jam,
Yum.
and I don't have anything to eat it on. So I keep thinking I'll just buy a little package of rolls or a little loaf of bread. But I'm with you. I'm gonna have to break my philosophy as well.
We buy like super high fiber seed bread, and that really helps with bread because it has lots of fiber in it.
Mm-hmm.
Really cuts the sugar spike
Cuts the
from it.
carbs way down. Yeah. Cool.
Hmm.
Redden had enchiladas. Amy had Taco Hell. I mean, Bell. Yeah. Every time we get Taco Bell, I'm like, no, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, Taco Bell sounds good. And then every time I'm like, what the hell's wrong with us? No, Taco Bell doesn't sound good. What are you talking about? Let's see. Oh, Renee had German sausage and coleslaw.
Ooh,
Christy
nice.
said just snacks, too hot to eat a full meal.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
Sherry's
this
kids
time of
wanted
year.
Burger King. I like how this is a lot the kids' fault. I get it. I really do.
Hmm.
Hmm. Jacqueline had. Jacqueline had a fresh garden salad, a baked potato, encrusted yellow eye, and steamed zucchini. Nice.
Nice. Very healthy.
Yeah, look at her. And that all came out of her garden. Well, except for the fish and the potato. But, well, I'm not saying the potato didn't. Probably didn't. It's not a little too early for baking
For
potatoes
sure
to come
not
out
the
of the
yellow
ground.
eye.
No, mm-mm. You can't grow those in the garden. That's what I've heard.
Mhm.
Let's see. Crystal had tomato pasta, sweet potato fries, and garlic bread.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
Yeah. Right? How can I not just do the bread? I know. I'm with
Right.
you. Oh dear. Kev had a
Yeah, this is awesome.
Kev had an explosion in yoga class. Just a toot.
Oh dear.
Second time. Said he wanted
I
to die.
mean,
Well,
I have a friend who is a yoga instructor, and according to her, it happens all the time
mhm.
and isn't even a big deal.
I mean, come on. With the way you're posturing your body, I mean,
Especially if you're in the over 40 club. There's no control over that anymore.
right?
Are you kidding me?
For sure. What did Fiona from Shrek say? Better out than in, I always
Nothing in, I
say.
always say.
Yeah,
Right? Well, and I mean, at least you didn't pee your pants because
that's what I would do.
that's what I would
Yep.
do too. Oh, man.
Cranky eats rice cakes instead of bread. Not a bad choice. Hey, JR. Oh, no. Kev said it was Agent Orange. Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
This is just going from bad to worse. But did you clear the room?
Yeah. Did anyone leave? If not, I think you're good. JR, what did I walk into?
Oh, dear. Jacqueline said the sourdough bread is rising for baking tomorrow. Nice.
Ooh, yum. I
I
love
really want to make some
sourdough.
focaccia. I just keep seeing people's focaccia recipes that look amazing. I bought the stuff. I just have not done it. I'm driving myself crazy. Maybe tomorrow's focaccia day. Yeah.
Is it the kind you do in cast iron, not the kind you bake? Or
Will you bake it? Yeah. No, you bake
mm,
it. Yeah.
okay.
But I
Because
think a lot of people
there's
do
some
bake it in
recipes
cast
that you
iron.
can cook it in cast iron. Well, some of them you can
Oh,
actually do it on the stove in cast iron.
really? Oh, I might have to
I
look.
watched the Great British Baking Show. I don't know.
Well, I cook with
These are the
cast
things I
iron
hear.
every day. I'll have to check that out. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Crystal said, thanks for the healing last week. It really helped. Wonderful. Good to
Oh,
know.
good.
Hey,
Glad to hear that.
yeah. Kevin's been craving for olive cake. Ooh, yeah. I've been on a real pickle thing all summer. My God.
You
Ridiculous.
really have.
I have the pickle seasoning from Costco on microwave popcorn.
Ooh, that
Will
sounds good.
rock your world. You won't
I
be
love
sharing it
pickle
with the
flavored
dogs, I'll
bread.
tell you that right damn now. Actually, it probably will because they'll break your hearts, but, oh, that's good, really good. But yeah,
I'll have to try that. That sounds really good.
I know. I don't know. I've wondered, like, why am I so cravey for pickles? Because 'Cause I'm not pregnant, don't know anyone ask her say it, it's not happening. But, I think it's the electrolytes, I think. Pickles have a lot
Mm,
of electrolytes in them, and I think that's probably what it
they
is,
do.
but
That is
anyway.
true.
Okay, but Kev, if you're craving olive cake, now I have to tell you my olive bread recipe because it's so damn delicious. You take, You guys didn't know it was a cooking show, did you?
Who knows? It could be anything at
It
any
could be
time,
anything.
as you
We
all know
don't
with
know.
us.
You take a loaf of French bread and split it in half, and then you mix some softened butter and mayo and chopped green onions and roughly chopped green and black green olives, or you could just do like an olive blend if you'd rather, and cheese, and you make that into a spread, and you spread it on that bread, and then you put it in the oven and bake it till it gets bubbly, and then broil it until it gets brown. Dear God, that is amazing. That's all I have to
Mhm.
say. If you love olives, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And if you don't, I can't help you.
I don't know what
I
to
just
say.
can't. Yeah.
We have a brother-in-law who doesn't like olives. We tried to accommodate him, except we're
Mhm.
just so dumbfounded by this. He
Right?
also doesn't like pickles, which
Not
is like,
really.
what?
Hey, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really a vinegary guy, I think,
Yeah.
you know? But
Yeah.
or a briny
Like a
guy,
vinegary
maybe.
guy.
Yeah,
Sure.
not a briny guy. I don't know. Anyway, it is decadent, Christy, I promise. I also bought the stuff to make it twice this summer, and we ended up just eating the French bread because I never made it. So, anyway, it's been too hot. It's just been too hot to get my shit together. So, I'm working on it. Maybe pretty soon. I got all my special orders out today, which is a miracle.
Ooh, good job.
So there's that. Well,
Mhm.
we better move on. Oh yeah, Crystal loves gherkins. Yes. Yeah, like a Tompanade Sammy. Yes.
Yeah,
With a
I'm a
side of a
fan.
Mezzaprol.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sherry, no. No for Sherry on pickles, and she's not briny either.
Wow,
Yeah.
not briny, alright.
Oh, cranky canned pickles. Oh man. Oh, good lord. The best. Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting. Kevel bathe in brine. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Not really, because
With
I
you.
think that might hurt, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
That's true. You'd figure out where every little cut was or anything, wouldn't you? Real fast.
Cat scratches, you know?
Oh yeah, no. Mm-mm.
This little weasel right here, her favorite thing is to bite me and then kiss it better, and then bite me again and kiss it better. She does it several times in a row. She thinks she's real funny.
Hmm. Cats are like that, man.
Either
Well, I'll
that
tell
or
you
I'm
what.
just dumb and keep letting it happen.
These puppies are, or this puppy, all the puppies, but the baby girl, man, she is getting wild. She chases me around the house and bites my Achilles while I'm trying to
Oh,
get away from her. Trying to sweep has now become literally impossible. She has to go in her crate or outside so that you can sweep because she gets a hold of the broom and that's all she wrote. Yeah, she is really, she's raising hell around here. Also, if
that's
the other
funny.
dogs don't want to play anymore, she just lays in front of them and just bellows in their faces. And her little voice is deep. She's a basset hound puppy. So her voice is so deep. And so she lays in front of them, just boo, boo, boo. And they get madder and madder. And then, you know what? Pretty soon they play with her. So, I
Oh,
mean, it
that's
works.
funny.
Yeah. But boy,
Well,
her
good.
behaviors and just like her personality and stuff is changing so fast. And this week I've
Wow.
been like, oh my gosh, the chasing you through the house, biting your ankles, man,
Mhm.
that's next
Ouch,
level.
ouch.
She does have attitude, a lot of it. Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
I should have known raising a basset puppy with a pack of chihuahuas that
Yeah.
was probably making a terrible mistake. But it'll be fine. It's probably fine.
Oh, she's so cute. You can't even get mad at her. She's just absolutely precious.
You can't. You look at that face and you're like, it's fine. You can eat my Achilles all gone. It's fine.
Mm.
Anyway, I it is marching orders tonight.
Yes, it
It is the
is. It's
1st of
August, you
August.
guys.
Yeah.
What?
We are
I
smack
don't
dab
know.
in Leo season. Plus, we had that full moon in Aquarius on Tuesday. So we've really had a pretty interesting, energetic week. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we better
It
get
has
into
been
it.
a strange week, yes.
It
Just a
has
lot. It's been a week of a lot.
ups and downs. The last 2 days, especially yesterday. Yesterday was the weirdest, most anxious. just uncomfortable day that we've had in a while. And today has been a
Mhm.
little like that too, but yeah.
Just a lot happening.
But hey, no one's more uncomfortable right now than Lori Vallow. So
We can take solace in that. That is true.
so it's just fine. Yeah. It has been a long week, Amy. I'm with you. And it's only Thursday.
Yeah. It's
Well, I'm going to pull cards. We're going to start with Leo, obviously, because it's their birthday. I'm going to pull cards
mhm.
from the Wisdom of the Oracle. This is a Colette Baron read deck. That was weird.
Did you
what
forget her name?
uh what are you going to do? Yeah.
I'm gonna just see what comes as each time a reading comes up. I'll come up with something.
Okay. I'm just going to raw dog it. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh I don't know if she has a cellmate yet because they're still doing all the assessments and
She
stuff.
may
I'm not
be
sure
in
that she has
solitary. I
one.
don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Trish.
Hey Trish, how's it going?
Christy said, when I'm having a bad day, I remember Lori.
Right? At least you're not in prison for murdering 3 people, right?
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to pull cards for the first 6 signs and then I'll reshuffle so that not going to take us too dang long. Okay.
Do, 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 do,
This
do, do,
is the
do.
boringest part.
Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do,
I
do,
saw an
do,
astrologer
do,
friend
do,
say
do.
this week that Libra was the problem. And I'm like, the fuck? Libra's
What?
never the problem.
I'm a
But
Libra moon. What are you talking about?
I know. I just can't. Apparently, Libra was the problem. Okay. Virgo. Interesting. The card is here and now. Or not Virgo. I'm sorry. Leo. The card is here and now, being present. And so for
Mm,
you, I feel like this is about putting down your phone or your electronics or your worries and just being present with the moment. I feel like that for you right now, it is about really letting things be good as they're good and not worrying too much and not trying to control the outcome of anything too much right now, but just letting it be what it is.
mm,
It's not always your way to be that controlling anyway, Leo, but right now you're just feeling like there's a lot of loose ends out there and it's bothering you. But
mhm,
unfortunately, or fortunately, you're really just going to have to ride the wave out right now. So this month, I really challenge you to just let things be what they are. Be careful that you're not looking for a reason to be angry, looking for a reason to have your feelings hurt. Just go with the
mm,
flow. You will be happier if you do. But
mm.
yeah, staying present.
Nice. Well, so then, Leos, I think one of the problems is that you've all got very full crown chakras. So there's a lot of energy up in your head. Your crown isn't clearing like it's supposed to. It's that, record on repeat in the back of your head that we all get. And so I feel like what we need to do is we're going to do a little exercise to clear your crown. And I think that that will help a whole lot. So for me, when I do this, I imagine pulling a cork out of the back of your head and letting everything in your head run out down into the vortex of white light. And in the vortex of white light, this energy all just gets transmuted into light and it's deleted, not deleted, released from you in all directions of time. So, whatever the old energy this is, whatever that's really stuck in your mind, stuff that you can't really do anything about, or that's just negative thinking or just clutter that's getting in your way, that's making it hard to be present, we're just going to release all of that. And then I just put the cork back in the back of your head and we're going to just fill it with white light. That'll slow your thinking down. It will make you sleep better, makes it easier to focus in the moment when you're struggling. I think that that will help our Leos a lot.
Yeah. Nice. Well, very
Hmm.
good. Let's see, we've got Libras in the house that are like, why are we the problem? You're not. Filthy lies.
Right.
I
What
don't know
the
why,
what?
but maybe we'll get some clues. Uh, All right, Virgo, the card for you is higher power. And I love this for Virgo. I think this is a call to action for you this month
Mm-hmm.
to really examine your beliefs around spirituality and think a little bit about what you do believe, what you don't believe, what you were taught as a kid that you'd like to leave behind, what you want to have as a part of your personal theory and what you don't. But I think this is also a good call to action to you to make some connection, right? Do some meditation, do some prayer if that's what you do some journaling, do some things that help connect you to your higher self or to your higher power, whatever that is, to just help deepen your spirituality. I feel like Virgo, for you've been an autopilot for a while, and this is a good opportunity for you to just kind of double down on your spirituality, whatever, however that feels comfortable for you, and help get reconnected. I hear from people all the time, I don't feel connected to anything anymore. I used to feel so connected. I used to, feel like I had angelic support. I used to have this or that, and now I don't. You can get that back. And if you need some help with that, if you need some energy
Hmm.
work, that's an individual thing we can work on with you guys.
For sure.
But you can get that back. That never left. It's just buried under a lot of layers of sludge that
Mhm.
life likes to give you. But that's for you, Virgo.
But really, for Virgo, then one of the easiest things you can do is if you like meditation music, turn on a little meditation music for yourself, put your hand on your heart, and just close your eyes and just breathe. Just breathe in and out for a little while. Once you feel kind of settled, then start paying attention to what you're feeling coming from your heart. You might feel a sensation in your hand, you might feel an emotion or have a thought that seems to be coming from your heart. But this is actually a really easy way to reconnect with yourself and just center is to intentionally connect with your heart. And usually a little music to calm you is helpful, but then just listen because there's probably something trying to come through for you that just you're not hearing it because you're not taking the time to listen. That's a great little exercise and you can do it anytime.
Yeah.
And if you don't
That,
have music, it's fine. You don't have to use music, but just, even it just take 5 minutes with your hand on your heart and just connect with yourself.
yeah. That's good. That's so easy.
Hmm.
And I think that's probably part of the key, right? It is easy. This doesn't need to be hard.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's just that we get going too fast and paying too much attention to other things that we don't take the time to connect with ourselves.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Libra, perhaps we've
Spirits,
solved.
yeah, I'll take care of that. Sorry.
Uh, no, you're good. Maybe we've solved the mystery, Spirit, or Spirit, Libra. Uh, the card is Serendipity. Now, this card is so cute, but it's basically a girl floating along with a kite or a balloon, kind of, that's a four-leaf clover. And I think for you, Libra, you're kind of vibrating in a different place than everybody else. And you are, you may be shirking your duties somewhat because you're having fun or talking too much or, you know, not caring so much about the objective. It also could be that you are just vibrating at a higher place than everybody around you and it's pissing them off. I wonder about that because it seems to be like my Libras are kind of like, ah, I'm okay, while everyone else is like feeling a little shell shocked. So I think it could be one of those two things. But Libra, rock on. This is actually a reminder for you this month to have fun and to grab those stodgy friends with you that are having a hard time and drag them along for some adventures and to give yourself permission to not sweat the small stuff, not give too much of your time up to things that don't bring you joy, but allow yourself. You're kind of staying light right now anyway and keep that going. Lighten up.
Mhm.
Life doesn't
It's
have to
just
be as
all
heavy and
about
serious. It is all the time.
right. One of the easiest ways to raise your vibration is to laugh,
Mhm.
and it needs to be real laughter. This,
Mhm.
laughing at something that you genuinely find funny. I think that one of the easiest ways is to watch a funny movie or listen to comedy that you like. And
Mhm.
pick an old movie that you love that is funny and watch it again and really let yourself laugh. And it's funny how much you will release um, from yourself and how much your vibration comes up just from laughter. It's amazing.
Mhm. For sure.
Mhm.
On that note, we're working on our next documentary, and it's
Oh
going to
gosh.
be a scream.
Oh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Ah,
Mhm.
it's so good.
Oh, Kev says watch Wanda Sykes. She's an absolute riot. Is she not though?
She
She
is. I
kills
love
me. She's so funny. Her voice alone just
is
brings me joy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Gaffigan has a new special out if you like Jim.
Oh, I like
Jim's
Jim.
pretty
I'll have to look
easy
that
because
up.
he's not political and
Yeah.
so and he's pretty family friendly, so most people um are okay with him, and he's got a new one out that looks
Mhm.
pretty good. So
Oh, I love him. Yes.
me too. Very funny. Oh, Trisha, yes, we are doing readings by sign. It's marching orders, and we have not done Pisces yet. So
Nope.
don't
We're
worry, we
getting
will.
there. All right. We are actually on that Scorpio. Breathe. Scorpio. Breathe. You have enough time. You have enough resources. You have enough support to do everything you want to do. So calm down. I feel like a lot of Scorpios right now are just really high intensity and really a lot of permanence and a lot of everything's has to be done right now and everything's hard right now and just calm down and breathe. You're actually in a much better spot than you are giving yourself credit for. Everything is actually okay. And you do have enough time to do all of the things you want to do. Manage your
Mhm.
time well, for sure. Be careful of the rabbit holes that gobble up too much of your time. But overall, Scorpio, I feel like it's a really important reminder for you this month to just keep moving forward and don't let yourself panic. Everything is really okay. You're okay.
For sure. And I feel like for Scorpios right now, you need to really be careful about protecting yourself from impulsivity. So before you
Mhm,
decide to make any big decision, run it by a loved one. Run it
mhm.
by somebody in your life who cares about you and say, I've been thinking about this. Do you think this is a good idea for me? Because I think our Scorpios right now are having knee jerk reactions,
Yes.
really
Mhm,
impulsive things that ultimately are not what's best for them in the long run.
mhm.
So you want to involve someone else before you make a big decision, and make sure that you're thinking clearly and rationally, and not just impulsively in the moment.
Definitely.
So
And get
always
all of
consult
the
with someone else.
information first. Yep.
Yes, that's true.
I like that a lot. Good. Okay. Sagittarius. To be fair, the card is to be fair.
Mm,
And so I made a reference to Letterkenny that obviously fell flat, but also Letterkenny if you're looking for something funny to watch. Um, if it offends you wildly, don't watch it. But oh, Letterkenny. Anyway,
mhm,
that's all. But I love this card because this is basically, in some ways, like the card itself is the queen. She's the ruler. She's the justice. She's the judge. She's the queen. I feel like
mhm,
this month for Sagittarius, this is a lot about you kind of having to step into leadership in places that maybe you haven't in the past or haven't wanted to in the past. But there's some call to leadership for you this month. I feel like you'll find yourself having to assert your voice a little bit more than normal. I feel like you'll find yourself really needing to take some steps to be heard. I could see my Sages doing things like going to HR over a problem or opening up writing a letter or starting an investigation or a campaign or making a complaint. And I don't mean that, that the Karens are out in full force. I mean, that's so rude. But what I mean that Sages, you're going to find that place in you where your leadership is called for to help make a change. And you're going to find that this month that you kind of have to do it. So
Mhm.
you
I
don't always
think
want to do it, but
for
you got to do it.
right. So 2 things. One is make sure that it really is your problem to
Hmm.
solve and that you are the right person to do it. And if you're not, you might be called upon to do something that really isn't your thing. Say no. It's okay to say no.
Hmm.
We are becoming Karens, y'all, this month. Jared, that's funny. If it is your responsibility, then this is a really good opportunity to trust yourself and to
Hmm.
practice trusting what feels like the right thing to do and say, when and how. And really remember that Sages are really good at saying the right thing at the right time. That is one of our gifts. I'm a Sag, and that is definitely one of our gifts. We're very good at saying the right thing at the right time that people can hear in that moment. But you really have to trust yourself that whatever's going to come out of your mouth will be the right thing, and it will.
Hmm.
But don't take it on if it really isn't your problem.
No, no. Ask me first.
That's what I do.
Okay. Capricorn. This is such an interesting card for Caps. The card is the never ending story.
Hmm.
You know, the never ending story. I apologize. Uh, but the never ending story. And it kind of goes both ways with this card. I actually feel like this is a really important call to action for Caps to work on your routine. Sometimes the never ending story really means that you're bored, that you're sick of your routine, that you're tired of, you're stuck. I think for Caps right now, it actually means something different, that it's time to evaluate your routine. And if you have one, and if you don't, maybe start considering having a day that you do laundry, or that you start meal prepping, or that you start, taking other steps to organize your life a little bit better so that you're not always feeling like you're one step behind. I feel like this could be a time that maybe you decide to write a budget, or, other things that organize your household or your life in different ways. It's a positive thing. I feel like Caps come out of this month feeling really empowered and excited for the future in a way that maybe you felt kind of stuck for a while. So, Capricorn, I'm actually super excited to see what you do.
Hmm. So for caps, I think it's important to learn how to work with yourself rather than against yourself. So if you're having a really hard time getting a particular task done, you need to look at it in a different way rather
Hmm.
than forcing yourself to do something that's hard for you or that you just can't make yourself do. Switch it up. Do it differently, change the expectation, work with somebody else on it. I feel like caps, and I'm speaking 100% to myself because I'm a cap rising, we get really stubborn and we're like, no, I'm going to do it. Damn it. I know it's hard. I'm going to do it anyway.
Hmm.
And that's really just working against yourself.
Hmm.
So find ways to change things so that they work better for you rather than you trying to force yourself into something that doesn't work.
I like that.
I've been really working on that for myself lately, and I think it's been helpful.
Uh huh. Well, I think working with your gifts a lot of times, because Capricorns are so empathic, and
Hmm.
so I can see, which leads to a lot of Cappies being really either ADD or depressed, and to work with yourself instead of against yourself seems like really,
Yeah.
really golden advice. Yeah.
Having some compassion for yourself and go, this is too hard for me. And
Hmm.
I keep trying to force myself into it and it's not working. So look at it from a different way, get some help from somebody else or break the task down into smaller pieces, something like that. But yeah, working with yourself is super important.
Yeah, I like that. All right, just finishing pulling the second half of the cards.
Ah,
I like to do it this way, to shuffle once or twice, throughout the whole 12-month reading, because sometimes the cards reoccur and
it's
sometimes they're
true.
supposed to. So I don't Like to pull all 12 of them at a time because sometimes you need it. Yep, here we are. Okay, Aquarius, maybe you're the problem. Serendipity. It's so different for you though, Aquarius, because this isn't like Libra at all this month. For Aquarius, it's more like um, really feeling settled in what you are doing. I feel like Aquarius could be very happy this month if everyone just leaves them alone and lets them do their own thing. They've got
Mhm.
goals, they've got plans, they've got hobbies. Just let them be and let them have it. I feel like what we're going to see this month out of a lot of Aquarians is what seems to be pretty introverted, but it's only because they've got shit to do and they're going to do it. It is their version of fun. So
Mhm.
have at it, Aquarius. Do
That
your
is true.
stuff. And if you need
Yeah.
that space, say so. Just speak up. Don't
Yeah.
suffer in silence. If you want to miss the family reunion and stay home and, paint the living room, do it. Do the things that are going to make you happy this month.
Absolutely.
You get to and you need to. Yeah.
Mhm. And it is all about boundary setting. It's all about saying what you need and what you want and trusting that the people who love you will be okay with that
Yeah.
and encouraging them, and helping them understand. Sometimes I just need my own time to do my own thing.
Mhm.
And that is powerful,
Yeah.
honestly, when you can do that. So allow people around you to be able to give you space and give you the time that you need. Don't feel obligated,
Mhm.
and if you have to explain it or talk to somebody about it, that's fine. Just
Yeah.
make sure that, you're getting what your outcome needs to be.
For sure. Oh, it's Terry's birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Terry.
Happy birthday, Terry.
So we did read Leo, but they were first because it's their birthday. So you'll have to go back to the beginning to listen to Leo. But a happy
Yeah.
birthday. All right, moving on to Pisces. Oh, I love this for Pisces. The card is happy, happy.
Mm,
It's a good month for Pisces. I feel like there's so much fun on the horizon for you this month. It looks like a busy month, but also a month where you kind of just feel like everything's right with your world. I feel like we'll see Pisces in like six different friend groups this month, doing some things with various different people, but having really fun with it, and also working on some like hobbies and stuff like that at the same time, and just really enjoying. I really like it for you, Pisces. I feel like earlier this summer you were feeling pretty stuck and stagnant. And now it's like, okay, hold on with both hands because here we go. But it's really good stuff. So I have no worries about Pisces this month. I feel like they've got it. Yeah. Yes. Fun. Go for the fun. Go for the social events. Go to the concert. Go to the community events, stuff like that. It'll, it's good. It'll be good for you.
mhm. And I feel like for that, Pisces, you do have to let some things go. Some perfectionism, some high expectations of yourself.
Hmm.
Allow some of that to lag just a little bit so that you can go have some fun. If the
Hmm.
option is stay home and do the dishes or go out with a friend and have a drink or something, pick the fun thing. Pick the
Yeah.
fun thing. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Yep.
Don't take life quite so seriously.
For sure. All right, Aries. The card is Imagine. I really like this for Aries because Aries, I think that the challenge for you this month is to consistently ask yourself, how can this be even better? Rather than how
Ooh.
can this go worse or get worse or where's the other shoe going to fall? What's going to fall apart? How can this be even better? Imagine if this was even better than it is now. How can this be the very best outcome for me? How can this be better than I could even imagine? I actually think it's a really good manifesting month for Aries. So mind your P's and Q's a little bit, mind your self talk and self thoughts. Don't be so down on yourself and don't expect things to fall apart. Things are good and they're continuing to improve. Sometimes you have to nip a bud here or there, right? That's life. Sometimes things happen.
Mhm.
But overall for you, Aries, I feel like shoot big, shoot high this month. There's a lot of good flow in the energy or in the universe for you, manifesting wise, money wise, job wise. I feel like this is a great month for Aries that way. So don't hold yourself back.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But at the same time, don't limit your emotions. Feel all of them. Feel everything you need to
Oh,
feel.
yeah.
Having negative emotions does not mean that you can't manifest positive things. And it's a big
Yeah.
lie that toxic positivity has taught us, is that we should only be having positive thought, what we think of as positive thoughts or positive emotions. And it's not true.
Yeah.
Feel everything. And if you're pissed or sad or angry, it's okay. Feel those things and then move on to
Uh-huh.
what you're bringing forth into your life.
Yeah.
Manifesting has gotten really fucked up in the way that it's taught. That,
Hmm.
oh, don't have a negative thought or don't have a negative emotion because that's just going to ruin it for you. No, it isn't. That's not, no.
No.
We don't actually
No.
have any control over what emotions we feel. We just feel them. And so
Hmm.
we either try to stuff them and avoid them, which means they just hang around longer, or we feel them in the moment and
Yeah.
then move on.
Yeah.
Just feel them and move on.
Always acknowledge them. That tells you a lot about yourself.
It does. And
Yeah.
it's okay. There are no bad emotions. There are no negative emotions. They're all good. They
Yeah.
all serve their own purpose.
But by God, treat yourself with respect and
Mhm.
expect good things for yourself
For
because you
sure.
deserve that. Yeah. Oh, as Sheikah said, as a Pisces, I can agree. I've been taking life too seriously and not having fun at all.
Oh, get some fun
Oh,
in there.
okay. August is your
Do the
month.
fun stuff.
That's right. Oh, Fairy, you got a state job? So is that a good part of this? I'm going to hope yes. It's a great part
Mhm.
of this. Let's see. We're moving on to Taurus. Taurus, the card is by the book. And I'm cracking up because I feel like this was a very similar reading to you for you last month about not coloring too far out of the lines right now, not getting too swept up in rebellion, but just kind of doing what needs to be done. That doesn't mean you can't have fun and it doesn't mean you can't be creative, but it does mean that you can't reinvent the wheel right now at work, in relationships. It really speaks to me that this is not a month for you to freestyle too much because I feel like that may actually shoot you in the foot. So, by the book just means that we're not going to rebel too hard. We're just going to do what we're asked to do right now, knowing that other opportunities will come forward later, maybe to be more creative or more rebellious, because Taurus likes to rebel. They don't admit that,
Mhm.
but I really think that's true of every Taurean I know.
I do
Uh,
too. Yeah, that's definitely in there.
yeah, but the wisdom in that is that this isn't the right time for it, and it could shoot you in the foot. So for right now, do things as prescribed. You can play with stuff later, but for now, stick to it.
So, because you need to toe the line right now, then Tars, I feel like some grounding would be really important. Go out and put your feet in the grass every day. Do an exercise where you breathe in and out as you breathe down roots from your feet down into the center of the earth, that kind of thing. Carry like a piece of obsidian or some kind of black stone, or wear a piece of jewelry with a black stone, those kinds of things. Just think about grounding yourself so that you still feel safe and connected.
I like that. Good. Okay, Gemini. The card is all that glitters. It's a pile of gold with a couple of masks on it. And I feel like for you, Gemini, it is a bit of a warning to. Have you ever heard that old song or the old saying that everything that glitters is not gold? And I feel like that's the reminder for
Mm,
you this month. Uh, this speaks to me a lot of connections to other people that may be flattering you, using you, taking advantage of you, and that you need to take
mhm,
a little time with yourself this month to decide if that's what's going on in certain relationships. Uh, it really falls to me that it's more than anything, it's flattery. It's people that are telling you the thing you want to hear so they can get from you the thing that they want. But
Mhm.
is this fair? Are you being compensated? Are you being treated fairly? Or are you being used? And if you decide that that's how things are going, make a change. Stand up for yourself. That's okay. The thing is, Gemini, you're not wrong. If you feel like that's actually what's happening, if you are pulling some blinders off for yourself, recognize that you're not wrong about that and you should stand up for yourself. So,
Mhm.
this is an important card. It's an important reminder sometimes that not everybody around you has your best interest at heart. It would be cool if they did, but that's just not reality. And this is your reminder of that.
For sure. So, this is your time to really trust your internal lie detector, which is in your solar plexus. You put your hand on your belly and you ask, is this true or not? Is this real or not? Is this person being honest with me? Are they lying to me? And you feel how your belly feels. You all know what it feels to feel sick to your stomach over a situation. And when you feel that way, you know that this is not a good situation. And we all have that built into us. It's just a matter of using it and trusting it. So asking regularly with your hand on your belly, is this the right thing for me? If you feel sick when you ask yourself that question, then no, it is not.
Yeah.
A good stone for discernment is Amazonite. Very helpful also to just carry it and hold it with you. You can get Amazonite at most metaphysical stores. So
Hmm.
that's a good one. But yeah, going with your gut, exactly as Cranky says, your gut knows.
Hmm.
It's always, it's a pretty clear yes or no. It's kind of like how we did pendulums a few weeks ago. You
Hmm.
are your own pendulum. Just put your hand on your belly and you will be able to feel the yes or no.
Hmm. I love it. Awesome.
Mhm.
And huge congratulations. Fairy is completing their master's this month.
Oh,
Hello. That's
nice. Way to
huge.
go.
Good job. Very
That's
exciting.
wonderful.
Okay, Cancer. I don't even know. The card is why?
Well,
And it is a person bending down to pick up a book that has wings on it. Uh, I'm guessing they're about to be whisked away to a foreign land.
or they're just getting the answer to a question.
Maybe so. So I think that's probably the most important thing right now, Cancer, is that you ask yourself plenty of questions and that you ask questions of other people too. I think, Cancer, you've been in a bit of a stupor in July, and this is a really good time for you to and wake up to your surroundings, look at what needs to be done, what wants to be done, what you want to do. Start thinking about things that you had wanted to do this summer. If you haven't done them yet, August is your month. You got to get
Mhm.
going on a few things, I suspect. But why? Also, maybe this is a good month for a few adventures of your own, whether you set out on a few or you just watch some great movies. But I feel like really this is a month of kind of getting into your intuition and your imagination.
Well, I feel like cancer, it really is about putting yourself first. Putting
Hmm.
yourself first and asking the why questions about things that are going on with you and then getting those answers, really seeking those questions and those answers out. And this is not
Yeah,
about why for anybody else, it's about why for you.
yeah, yep. I like that. Amy says, "Why is it so damn hot?" That's the only why I have right now. Good question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, August brings a cool down for most of us or all of us. We'll see. Yeah.
So far, brief for us, and we go right back up to
Yeah.
hell on the surface of the sun again.
Hmm. Yeah. But we're getting better. Yeah. This last little bit, though, we're having a little break, which is nice. It is staying a little cooler at night, too, though. So we'll take that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, Christy said that's interesting because I'm trying to make decisions about retirement. Ah, lots of questions to ask yourself then. Yeah. Yep. I am
Yeah,
so
most
looking
definitely.
forward to a long fall. I want us to have the longest of falls, like 4 months. Is that too much to ask? I didn't think so. No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It is though because of where you live. So
Well,
We live in such an extreme place. There's no spring and fall are like mid-range. We just don't get
mhm.
that. It's just all or nothing here,
No, not this year. Not this year. I'm demanding it.
or any other year. But okay, you're demanding it. I got it. All right.
We're going to have a long fall, god damn it, a nice one.
Okay.
Well, guys, we have done it. That is it. So, we will be back next week, and you can catch me
Mhm.
on Tuesdays on my two channels and over at 1 2 Radio at noon Mountain Time or 11 a.m. Pacific for the Katie Weaver Show. And then, of course,
Mhm.
we'll be back next week with all things true crime, including a drunkumentary that I think is going to rock your world. 4 hours
Oh, I
or
cannot
something.
wait. I'm
Yes,
so excited about it. You guys are gonna love it.
it's going to be awesome. All
Mhm.
righty, guys. Thanks so much for being here. Take care. Please take good care of yourselves. You deserve it.
Mhm. Drink
This
a
has
lot
been
of
yet
water.
another
Get
production.
your electrolytes
Oh,
in.
yes. Drink that pickle juice. If you're
Sure,
briny.
that
If you're
works.
briny. Yeah.
Mhm.
This has been yet another production of the Psychic Hour. Take care.
Bye, everybody.